Alright guys, time for a storytime video because I just got a new set and there is a very, very long story that goes with this set. So, if you have watched the Ray Brickhead live build, you will know exactly what story I'm referring to. If not, this is your video. So, on I think December, like, the 27th, like, right after Christmas, I saw a bunch of Instagram posts and a bunch of YouTube videos on all of the new 2018 sets. And I went through all the images for the 2018 sets, and there was only one set that I wanted, which was the Street Race of Snake Jaguar from Ninjago. It was $30. It's the only one that I really wanted out of the entire Sons of Garmadon wave. So I was like, oh, well, they must be out on shelves early. So on the 27th, I go to Target. Target has nothing. They're completely sold out of Lego. They only have a couple lingering sets on the shelf. So I was like, oh, well, maybe Toys R Us has them. Toys R Us is the exact same thing. Nothing. Just empty shelves, a bunch of holes. There were a couple of the Lego Batman movie ones, but there was like barely any Ninjago sets. They were pretty much sold out of Ninjago. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll check back in a couple days. So I go back on the 29th, exact same. The stock hadn't changed at all. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. Lego usually has their stuff out early. So the 30th, I go to Target and Toys R Us. Nothing. Still nothing. Absolutely nothing. Their stock hasn't changed. So now I'm getting a little agitated because I've been to the store so many times and there's been nothing. So I go back on the 31st thinking, okay, it's the day before they're going to be released. Of course the stores are going to have them out early, you know, because they have to stock them either Saturday night or Sunday night so that way they're ready for Monday, right? Nope. Nothing. The stock hadn't changed in over a week. So I am extremely agitated at this point. And I go back on January 1st, and I'm like, if they don't have them today, then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to order it online, which is going to take longer than it's supposed to. So, January 1st, I roll up to Target. I go inside. I'm all excited because I'm like, you know what? They have to be out today because it's January 1st. So, turns out they didn't have any. And I was really agitated, and normally I wouldn't do this, but since I'd been to the store so many times in the last week, I actually found someone and asked them, like, I was like, hey, do you have the Street Race of Snake Jaguar in the back? It's not out on the shelf. It's just supposed to come out today. And the guy was like, I don't know, let me check. So he pulls out this little, like, keypad thing that he checks the inventory on, and he's like, it says we have them in the back, but I have to go check with my manager and see why they're not out yet. So, he runs over to his manager, and I'm like, oh, sweet, they have them. I'm going to actually get one, finally. He comes back and says, turns out we don't have them in the back. That's actually something wrong with the computer, and if it's not out on the shelf, then it's in transit. And I'm like, which means it's not in the store, because I'd already checked the aisle. So he walks me over to the aisle. He's like, it'll be right here on this aisle. It's like E14 or something, and then it'll be right here, and he showed me right where it was, which I knew that's not exactly where it was going to be, because it was like right in the middle of the Star Wars section, and I was like, why would you put a Ninjago set in the middle of Star Wars? It would go with the rest of Ninjago, but anyway, unless they're completely redoing the way the store is set up, like that aisle. So I was like, alright, let's go to Toys R Us one more time. Maybe Toys R Us has it, maybe they'll come through for me. Turns out Toys R Us did not have any, and I was just too frustrated. I didn't ask anyone if they had it, so I just kind of went home and was really upset that night. And I went on Toys R Us's website and I saw the set on the Toys R Us website, and I was like, oh, sweet, I'll be able to just ship it, and I guess I'll have to wait until next week to build it. So, I asked my mom, I was like, hey, can I use your credit card, yada yada, to get it? She was like, sure, that's fine, let's do it in the morning, because it was like late at night. And so we get to Tuesday morning. We're Tuesday, January 2nd now. And I go on the Toys R Us website and it says email you when available, not add to cart. So I'm like, that's great. I can't order it off the Toys R Us website. because they had like a really cool promotion going where if you got a purchase of $29 or more, you could get free shipping. So I'm like really frustrated still. So I go to the Target website and I'm like, Target has to let me order it online. And the reason I didn't go to Lego Shop, I'll explain in a different video, because there's a whole nother story for that. So, but yeah, I can't order off Lego Shop, basically, and there'll be a video about that later. So I went to Target, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to order it through Target. Target didn't have the same shipping deal, like the free shipping deal. It was like, on purchases of $40 or more, so it was like, this set is just out of that price range. So, I look, and shipping and tax would add another $10 to this set. So it would have been $40 with shipping and tax, and I wouldn't have gotten it until the week I gone back to school, which means I wouldn't be able to build it for you guys the week it's supposed to be out, and I also wouldn't get to build it for you guys, because when school goes back, I probably won't be doing live builds anymore. So I'm really frustrated at this point, and I'm like, you know what? There's one store that I haven't checked. What store is that? Barnes & Noble. I never thought in my right mind to check Barnes & Noble, because you think of it as a bookstore, not a store where they would put out Lego sets, you know, on time. So, I go to the Barnes & Noble website, and they have it on there. I had to look it up, like, by its actual name. And they had it, and I was like, oh, awesome, I'll be able to get it online. And then I saw a little reserve in store button. And I was like, can I reserve it in store? Is this too good to be true? I reserved the copy for my store and went and picked it up Tuesday, January 2nd. So I only got it one day later because I didn't think to check Barnes & Noble on January 1st. Now, back to Target. When the guy told me where it was going to be, he said that they weren't getting a truck with these in until January 7th, which means it's not necessarily Target's fault for not putting them out early, because, well, they can't put anything out early if they don't have them. So this could be Lego's fault for not sending them out early. They could have been caught up in, like, the holidays or whatever, like Christmas, and trying to get orders returned and shipped and stuff. They could have it might have not crossed their minds until January 1st, and they're like, oh shoot, we gotta send this stuff out so we can sell it. But it also could have been my Target, because I know some Targets and Toys R Us has had them. Like, my friend in Florida said they were there. So, without further ado, the long-awaited set that I have been waiting to get all week is finally here. I am so hyped to build this set. I've been looking at the images, like, since they came out. This is the coolest Sons of Garmadon set, by far. I really love this set. I think it's a great price value, $30 for two, I guess, 3 minifigures, 2 great bikes. I mean, look at this. This is literally so cool. And you also get the Sons of Garmadon Zane and one of the main villains, which is great to get the main villains in a cheap set, because they usually don't do that. Like, for the Hands of Time wave, Acronix and Crux were stuck in the most expensive set of the wave, and that's usually how the villains are. But I'm really glad to be getting this set. You guys, when you're watching this video, you'll probably have the live build will already be done. I just wanted to make this video before I open the box and stuff. So, if you guys enjoyed this long story, don't forget to leave it a like down below. If you want me to do my Why I Can't Order from Lego Shop video, that'll be its own separate video. But if you guys want to see that, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscription button, and the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. You can also check out my Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.